Yeah. Oh, one Joel burger.
Yep. And there's the receipt for that. I spoke to Nanos this morning. I had a emergency situation, not an emergency, but I was going needing to collect a little bit of cash, so I
Oh, she finally got the concept of the sign.
oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So that's happening then, huh?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yesterday I made a connection to the Force. Did you see this one? This one's really cool. Man, listen to this.
Some more instead, just for kids.
Okay, so we don't have a phone line then, right?
Right.
We can't hear.
I'm sure we could fill up the show with you and I talking and you explaining what Thoughtbridge was about.
Really? What is Thoughtbridge about?
We're going to find out.
Well, you tell me.
Are you ready? Is everybody ready?
What is Thoughtbridge about? Why don't I interview you? What's Thoughtbridge? You ever hear of Thoughtbridge?
Welcome to Mr. Bridges' Neighborhood. I'm the Wild Wolfer, and here we have Joel Batzell, whom you all know.
They don't know me from a hole in the wall. They've only heard about me, and
That's
a lot
true.
of the people in the community think they know who I am.
So maybe this would be a good opportunity for Farmington to find out exactly who Joel Batzell is.
Who is Joel Batzell?
Joel
Do you
Batzell.
think you know who Joel Batzell
Joel
is?
Batzell, this guy, formed Thoughtbridge in 1977. Is that correct, Joel?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And what was the original concept behind Thoughtbridge?
Thoughtbridge?
To bridge thought, of course, but I mean,
Well,
along with it came many other things.
What is a Thoughtbridge?
It's a bridge of thought.
Yeah.
It's where two, sorry, hit the mic. It's where two or more people have a bridge of thought.
Really?
Right?
Really?
Wouldn't you say? You created
I don't
it.
know.
Oh,
I have
well.
no idea.
Seems to occur quite often over there.
Yeah.
Sometimes to our dismay, but other times to our delight.
Yeah. So when are we starting the show anyway?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
In other words, we haven't started yet.
No,
Oh, okay. Are you ready?
I'm not sure. Why don't you ask a couple of questions, go over real quick, and then it should be easy to go over. Says you don't even know what a Thoughtbridge is.
You created Thoughtbridge. Why don't you tell us?
Did I create Thoughtbridge? Or did I discover Thoughtbridge?
Okay, you uncovered Thoughtbridge? That's what discover is, to have the cover and to discover it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's the same as uncover.
See, the problem here is if you were to actually... See, the problem is the only thing...
Do you have a problem?
No, actually I don't. That's
good.
just part of the story. You don't have a good story unless you have a problem.
Why don't you explain to us the meaning behind Thoughtbridge and the... Why don't you explain to us what it is that Thoughtbridge was for? You took in quite a few homeless people, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, but before Thoughtbridge came into existence, I was kind of like everybody else, just doing my thing and, following the program, so to speak, and my conditioning and all that, and I didn't really know how programmed or conditioned I was.
How did you get out of that state of mind that most people are in generally?
I bought the program.
You bought the program?
Yeah, kind of like
Well,
the guy on Hair Club for Men. He not only is a client, he's also...
Run upstairs and I'll come down and watch the whole thing with you. I just gotta get a drink and put some things away. I want to touch base with you on something. I kind of ran into a little bit of a dilemma this morning.
A dilemma?
Well, a little bit of a dilemma.
Cool.
I didn't have enough gas to get to where I needed to do to get what I needed to get my money. So I talked to Nano. I charged $10 worth of gas, but I also replaced it as soon as I got back. There's both receipts for that. I hope you don't mind. You told me I to use my best judgment on it, and I'm being honest with you, but I just wanted to let you know I was torn, but I had no way of getting to where I needed to.
Well, if I didn't trust you, I would tell the doors
so I put,
simply that they have to call me before anybody charges anything.
Okay. All right. Well, what I did is I put it right back on, and I knew it was there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Cool.
Speaks to that. And I appreciate it.
Okay, and did they finally get it?
Yeah. On the
Credit balance $83.91.
That was after I took the $10 out. and then I put $10 back in. So that's the other slip saying I put in 10. So that
Oh.
brought you back up. All right,
Receipt,
well, it's not minus the Joe Burger.
where's the Joel Burger receipt?
Joe Burger receipt is, let me see where we're at. They gave me that receipt here with the 10, no, that's the one they put the 10 back on with, on the other side.
I
No, what the
specifically
fuck?
called them up
They
to
just gave
tell
it to,
them
hold on. Oh, right here. I gave it to you.
and said that there needed to be, oh, there we go. We finally have.
Yeah, seemed like she had it right.
Finally got it right. I've been getting all these receipts, okay? And it's funny as hell because you see, we have a credit balance, but we don't have anybody signing it. Okay, there's 93. Then beginning balance, new balance, AB, we got the 312. We got this one where we've got Joel new credit balance 9701, but no date.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can't tell
Yeah.
what's going on there, right?
Oh.
Then we have one over here that Joel has a $100 credit balance. That's where we started Katie, but no mention of Medors. We do have the date on that one. Okay. And finally, I've been calling each one up and making it very clear.
Yeah, I think you got to talk to each person
Yeah,
to get it
and
clarified. Yeah.
because
Need a training, a little, what do you call it?
they don't even have any business sense. A business receipt has the name of, oh, cool. They don't. The kids today don't have any business experience.
No, they keep it pretty simple. Just text,
Amazing.
cash people out and don't ask questions. I guess no.
No, they just train them enough to do their job.
Okay,
They
so
know.
not too much.
They know. Is this stuff you grew?
Doesn't say that. Cash camel.
Is it stuff
what?
you grew? Is
No,
this-
no, no, no. No, actually, the stuff I grew, I sold today.
Oh.
So I made some money.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh.
I made well, a little less than a couple $100. So
Yeah.
that wasn't bad,
Well, we're still reminding you that we want to know on a day-to-day basis what the numbers are.
Yeah, I've been touching base with Nano. I gave her the up to date on it. I haven't today yet, but
The Nano should be giving me his day-to-day numbers.
Yeah.
We're trying to make that connection between the Western mind and the Rainbow Gathering mind. Because we have so many boys and girls that have no frickin' clue as to what kind of dream they're in.
Or nightmare.
Or
But
nightmare.
I'm extremely thirsty, so I am going to jot out on here, grab a drink, bring the sodas upstairs.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
see what Virginia's deal is, and then I'm going to watch that video with you.
Yeah, well,
All right,
thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-bum-ba-dum. Hi, boys and girls. How are you doing? Yeah, Mr. Bridges' neighborhood here. And it looks like what happens here is when you're doing a video uploading, you can actually get a disconnect on the computer, and then you lose all the stuff you recorded. This is why I didn't do this more often. Then they came out with Google Hangouts, which if anything happened, your computer crashed or an internet connection stopped making its connection, it would still be there. Did we get cheese? We didn't get cheese. Who's this?
This is Nakia.
could you put on the person who made the Joel Burger for me?
Could you call back? She's taking a smoke break.
Okay, maybe you could have her call me. She didn't get any cheese on that burger.
She didn't get any cheese on that burger.
Nope.
That was Ashley. She knows you how to make your burgers.
Right.
All right, I'll let her know.
I called specifically, went over the Joel Burger ingredients and said, to cover it. Now, if Ashley made it, then Ashley should find out what a Joel Burger is.
She's worked here for 5 years. She knows what a Joel Burger is.
Well, could you put her on the phone?
Yeah, as soon as she gets back from break, I can have her call you, or you can call back.
Oh, I meant Ashley.
Ashlyn is on break.
Oh, but she's the one that made the burger?
Yes, she is.
But she's not the one that took the order, is she?
Yes, she is.
Oh, she took the order.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, great. Could you ever call me at 778-6100?
778-6100?
Yeah.
I will have her call you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
Same old.
Yep. I just quick stop in down and I'll be right back.
Whereabouts? What store?
I'm going to Trenton's.
Yeah.
You need anything?
No, I was hoping maybe you'd be going to Medora. Just maybe.
Minutes? That'll be fine.
Who's this?
Ashley?
Hey, Ashley, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hanging in there. Do you know who this is?
I do.
Yeah, okay.
What can I do it for?
Well, I would like to order a Joel Burger.
Okay.
And you know what that is, right?
Yep.
Okay, it's got the chopped fried onion, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, and of course, most importantly, cheese.
Yes.
All right, now there's one more thing I need to ask you. Could you give me a receipt that includes the name of Medore's, the date, the credit balance, not a balance because a balance means I owe. A credit balance means that I don't owe. It needs to say credit balance on it.
Okay.
Okay, and that would be the balance that's left on the card. And then, of course, either your initials or your name written out so there's no confusion, because I keep getting receipts, but nobody's doing it. Like I got one receipt here that doesn't have a date on it.
Okay.
Then somebody,
For you?
yeah, it's just a regular business receipt with the name of the store, the date, the credit, the word credit balance, and signed by somebody recognizable by the store.
Okay. You want to put this burger on the credit, right?
Yeah, that's going to be on the credit.
All right, I can do that for you.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, it's amazing. He came right out and told her what it was that I needed. And it goes right in one ear and out the other. Did you know that about yourselves? You only hear what you want to hear. And then the powers that be can scramble your brain so you can't remember. And that you actually don't have control over your mind. That's hard to believe, isn't it? You can remember things that other people don't remember. Notice stuff that other people don't notice. Be aware of stuff that they don't notice. And once you find that out, you kind of take a look at what's going on, and all of a sudden you discover that some people don't even think they're human. They identify with an entity of sorts. Okay, it's like you have a pod, a bod, and you think that everybody is a human being because you see a form, a human being, but the interpretation of what that form is, which is actually just all energy, is seen a certain way. So it's mind that actually decides what it is, what it's looking at, who it's dealing with. Time, space, distance, stories, all of that. Isn't that interesting? I think it's interesting. Because it's really hard to explain to people, so-called. And I say so-called, that seems rather strange, doesn't it? Oh, there you are. Seems rather strange, doesn't it? That you have a dream going, coming out of the now, which is invisible. It's coming out of nothing. But your mind can't conceive of nothing because it's conceiving of all this other stuff, which is purely your imagination, according to the programming conditioning that you received when you came into the world. Like you're an extension of the dream of what was here before you. So you entered what's called the matrix, the dream world, where you don't actually see anything but programming, and you only hear sounds, and those sounds are open to interpretation. And what you see is either beautiful or ugly, and as they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Question is, who is the beholder? So the beholder creates a bunch of stuff going on, and if you're really, really sucked into it, you think of yourself as flesh and blood and bone and a body and all the stories. You get sucked into all the stories, but you don't actually see any of this stuff, because if you were to start slowing time down, you would find out that you would be going right back into the nothing, which the ego mind interprets the word as nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. But it's not a something, it's a unknown, and it's obviously invisible to itself. I lost most of it right there. I understand that. That's too bad. Oh well. What can I say? So we got to resolve the Schulberger issue. You don't want to come right out and call people idiots and stuff. The ego is just a thought. It doesn't really exist, by the way. No more than your body, the world, or anything. It's all the imagination. It's being placed here as an effect from the cause, which is invisible, or the invisible matter, or the invisibleness of everything. And what is being witnessed, if you get into it, is a witness of cause and effect with a misinterpretation of the effect resulting from what you think is a physical cause. So it's circular. The hand proves the eye proves the hand. If I bear witness of myself, my witness is not true. That's some data. And the ego, this fiction, this ego that's made of programming and conditioning, it doesn't sit well because it itself is an imaginary thing. So it literally can't, within the imagination, see itself. There has to be something that wakes up. And yes, it does wake up, apparently, because I have collected stories. There are certain people, so-called people. See, this is what's hard about this communication. I have to use words, and as long as you're trapped in words, you are having an experience in the matrix where I am a supposed male, because I've got a little dingling, and you may be a dingaling, or maybe you're a ring. Yeah, it's so funny. Can't explain this shit to people because it's impossible to get through to people that are totally hypnotized, mesmerized, and thinking that they are something when they are actually nothing. Those of us that know what's going on, that are somewhat awake, are subject to what's going on, what apparently is going on, what is apparently happening, and we project apparently what is going to happen. So that's all based on fears, based on the idea of being dissolved, being no longer, being not having a place, some place in time and space to hold on to, as in having a body, which creates the whole idea of being able to travel, when in fact you are the space in which all of it is happening. Isn't that interesting? Well, I totally lost most of you. Oh well, what can I say?